Hi, my name is Lucy and I'll be doing the role of the nurse.
Hi, my name's Courtney. I'll be doing the role of the patient.
Hi, it's good to see you today. Can you tell me what brings you in?
I'm here for a follow-up appointment after my car wreck.
I see, and were you injured in this car accident?
Yeah, I busted up my left wrist and jaw. My boss has given me plenty of time off to recover, but I want to go back to work immediately, and I need a note from you to do so.
I see. And it says here when they brought you in that your blood alcohol was at a 0.12. Did they bring that up to you?
Not that I can remember.
Okay. And are you in any pain today on a scale of 1 to 10? 1 being nothing, 10 the greatest pain you've ever felt?
I'm at probably 4.
And is it a sharp, dull, throbbing kind of pain?
Throbbing.
Okay. And is it tolerable?
Yeah, it's been getting better this past week.
All right. And what are you using for this pain?
Just Tylenol.
I see. And after looking at your vital signs on the chart and from the ER, I'm a little concerned about your blood pressure. You've always been active, and you haven't really had any problems in the last couple years, right? And today it was 168/98, which is quite high, and in the ER it was even higher. Have you been getting any frequent headaches with this blood pressure?
Yeah, I get them in the morning and over the weekend, and they're more intense.
Okay. And do you use any tobacco products?
No.
And I see, do you drink any alcoholic beverages, beer, wine, or any liquor?
Yeah, I do.
You do? Okay. And you stated in your assessment that certain days you exceed more than 5 drinks. Is this correct?
Yeah, usually on the weekends.
I also looked at the audit that you filled out and would like to go over it with you if that's okay. And we're going to just assess your score, and I'm going to tell you what it means. So your score was a 27, which is high. We want it to be much lower than that, but my main concern is that you drink every day. So can you tell me what you enjoy about drinking alcohol?
It helps me de-stress.
And is there anything else that makes you feel de-stressed like alcohol does?
No, I used to hike and kayak, which would help me de-stress, but I haven't done that in a year or so.
Okay. And so tell me what the not-so-good aspects are that accompany drinking.
Headache, heartburn, nausea.
And does it interfere with any of your work or relationships?
Not with work. I do what I have to do to get there, but my wife doesn't like it.
All right, let me reflect with you. Drinking hasn't rendered your work ethic at all?
I guess not really, but my boss did find some alcohol in my workspace, but he just told me not to do it anymore.
And you're going to follow what he said?
Yeah, I want to do my job.
Okay, let's summarize what we've talked about. So you drink every day, and this gives you a headache in the mornings, and it's more severe on the weekends, and you've had some indigestion problems, nausea problems. Your wife isn't happy with your alcohol use, and the only way you can de-stress at the moment is by drinking. Is this right? Okay. And your boss knows that you drink, but you said that as long as you don't do it again at work, he's okay.
Yeah.
I see. And have you had any problems with alcohol in the past?
No, my wife thinks it's a problem more than I do.
Okay. And has anyone ever told you that you may have a problem other than your wife?
My friends give me a hard time saying that we don't hang out as much as we used to. We used to do activities such as hike, but I've been busy with work and couldn't find the time.
Okay. And do you do these activities or anything like that with your wife?
Yeah, sometimes.
And that helped you de-stress? So then you started working more, which led you to not have time to do those activities. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay. And this led you to increase the amount of alcohol you were drinking because you were so stressed from work. So you'd say that there's a difference in alcohol consumption before you increased your hours as there is now?
Yeah.
Okay. And how long ago did this happen?
About a year or a year and a half ago.
And that's also when your hours at work increased?
Yes.
And I see you've lost 15 pounds. Was that planned?
No.
And your weight wasn't bad to begin with. You were a healthy weight. So I'm a little worried about your weight loss. 15 pounds is a lot to lose for being what your weight was. And your blood pressure is a little high. And you haven't had this problem before either. Overuse of alcohol can cause blood pressure problems. And a high blood pressure is usually correlated with headaches. And it can also cause stomach problems like nausea and acid, and how well it absorbs your food and the nutrients and how well your food's broken down. So this could be why you were having nausea and indigestion problems. In regards to your weight loss, how much have you been eating?
Not that much. It's mostly liquid.
And do you eat all 3 meals a day?
No, not all the time.
Is the liquid mainly alcoholic ones?
Yeah.
And which meal do you usually skip, if there is one?
I usually skip dinner. I get home at 6, and I start my first drink at 6:15 or so, and maybe I'll have a little bit of dinner.
And do you finish your dinner?
I usually eat at half.
Okay. So drinking can also cause you to withdraw a little bit because your body is focused on the alcohol. Have you found any or seen any changes, you think, with your communication problems at work or communication issues at work?
Yeah, I'm a little more standoffish and don't speak all that much.
Okay, I see. And so what I'm hearing is that you don't talk as much as you used to at work, which when you took on more hours at work caused you to not be able to do some of the activities that you like to help you de-stress. So alcohol became a substitute, and now you drink more frequently. Okay, great. Thank you for confirming. With the information I've given you, is there any part of you that might want to make a change?
Yeah, if it's affecting my health, I need to change something.
Good. So because it's affecting your health, you're motivated to change.
Yes.
And which part of the information I gave you made the biggest impression on you?
That it could be causing my high blood pressure, and I know I want to feel better.
So you noticed that you haven't been feeling well?
Yeah, a little, especially when I'm hungover.
And how often is this hangover?
About 4 to 5 times a week.
And on a scale of 0 to 10 regarding readiness to change, 0 being not ready, 10 being you're going to change right now, how ready do you think you'll be able to be in taking your first step in making a change?
Maybe a 3 or 4.
Okay. So why didn't you say a 0 or a 1?
Because I know some change will have to come if I want to be healthier.
That's good to hear. And why didn't you pick an 8 or a 9?
I'm not that motivated. I'm still young.
I see. And what about confidence? Using the same scale, 0 to 10, how confident do you feel that you'd be able to complete a change?
4 or 5, I'd say.
That's awesome to hear. So you have good motivation, and it sounds like that came from hearing about your health issues. Can I share with you some recommendations that I have?
Sure.
So some things that can help change are staying away from sudden or dramatic changes and to do small changes. And so you can build on those small changes gradually. So I'd recommend working on your intake, making sure to eat a good dinner before you start your first drink. And maybe you can eat with your wife and have conversation, and then you can finish your whole meal while spending time with her. And that would delay your first drink from happening. Is that something you could do? Great. Another thing you could do is decrease by 1 drink. You drink the most on the weekend, so during the week, how often or how do you think you could decrease this the most?
I guess finishing my meal and delaying that first initial drink because I'd already be full.
Great. And in the past, how many would you usually drink?
3 to 4.
So if we kept it to 3, this would be okay?
Yeah, I can definitely do that. On the weekend, instead of having 6 to 5, I could even have less. Or 6 to 8, I could even have less.
Okay, so on the weekends, we'll keep it to 6. That's good to hear. One more thing. What if we add in one fun activity that doesn't involve alcohol that you used to do? Maybe a hike or something like that. What would you think about that?
Yeah, I could probably do a hike on the weekend. That wouldn't be too strenuous.
Great. So what if we say you do a short hike on Saturday mornings? This could cause you to not drink as much Friday night because you'd be wanting to feel good for your hike. And what would you think about that?
Yeah, I could do that. It would cut down on some of my drinking on Saturday, too.
That's good. I'm excited for you. Have these ideas been helpful and you think they're within reach?
Yes, thank you.
And then I can make up an appointment for you to see a physician about blood pressure and nutrition to help your diet. But how would you feel about meeting again and discussing how your plan is going in 2 weeks with me?
Yeah, that'd be great.
I'm excited to see you again in 2 weeks. Then maybe we can get some vitamins from the doctor to help with the alcohol because it takes away some of your nutrition. And the nutritionist can also help talk to you about what you can eat to help with that too. It's been great talking to you, and I wish you the best. Good luck.
Thank you.